So welcome you all. In this lecture, I am going to give the overview about industrial nanotechnology. So under this syllabus, we are going to discuss about the role of nanotechnology in various fields. As we all know that in future, the full or whatever we are going to take it as a concern, the nano play a vital role in that. So as per our syllabus here, we are going to discuss about the 5 unit. Each and every unit talk about the role of nanotechnology in that different sector. So in unit 1, we are going to talk about the role of nanotechnology in electrical domain. So under this, we are going to discuss about the advantages of nano electrical and electronic devices. So we have to discuss about the role of nanotechnology in electronics like transistor, memory card, data memory, like that we are discussing under this topic, and how we are going to fabricate ICs, and the role of nanotechnology in laser. As we all know that the laser will be mostly used in medical industries, especially surgery, and so many optical communication can be done. So here we are going to discuss about the role of nanotechnology in lasers, and we all know that we will be having micro-sized sensor as well as actuators. So how it has to be fabricated, how it has to be sensed, what is the need for that, the application of this kind of actuators as well as sensors, and what are the various type of sensor we'll be having. So what are the mechanism we have to already exist. So many things we have discussed under this topic. And in optical switches, we are going to talk about the optical based switches. There the micro mirror plays a vital role. We have discussed about this. Then memory, so we all know that nowadays the size will be greatly reduced. So in olden days we are using the memory card that is small in size. That 2 GB, 16 GB is there. Nowadays also we are using the same size of memory card, but the capacity will be tremendously increased. So in this unit we are going to discuss about those things. And in second half of unit 1, we are going to talk about the lighting and displays. We all know that so many flexible displays nowadays is available because of this nanotechnology, and most of the devices are can portables, so it is highly depend upon the batteries. So the nano play a vital role in batteries. So there it play a role like small slow discharging and fastest charging rate. And under fuel cell, here we are going to talk about the chemical energy is converted into electrical energy. And under photovoltaic cells, we are going to talk about the role of nanotechnology in solar cells. And in electrical double layer capacitors, we are talk about the nanotechnology role in capacitors, where it has to be used, how it helps to increase the storage capacity. And in lead free solder, we are talk about how we are going to overcome the toxic city based lead. And in the final topic of unit 1, the nanoparticles coating for electrical products. In order to save the product, in order to increase the lifespan of so many electrical products, we need to do some coating. So here the coating can be done based on your nanoparticles. So we are going to discuss about these nanoparticles. So under unit 1, we are going to discuss about all this topic. And in unit 2, we are going to talk about the role of nanotechnology in biological field like medicine and dentistry. So in under this unit, first we are going to talk about the role of nanoparticles in bone substitute as well as in dentistry. We all know that in dentistry, the nano plays a vital role in order to fill the gap, to make your teeth more glow, and to avoid the plaque formation, to replace your teeth, to so many applications are there. All those things can be depends upon your nanotechnology. Because of the nanotechnology, we can able to do all those things with proper finishing. And as well as in implant and process, so many substitutes we can able to fabricate, so many implant we can able to fabricate with the help of this nanotechnology, like bone replacement, like that. And in nano robotics in surgery, after the invention of this nanotechnology, we can able to fabricate robots which is nano sized, and we can able to inject that robot into our body, so which helps to detect some defected area, some defected cells, for example, cancer cells. And if after detect the cancer cell, There a drug is also available. It will deliver the drug over the targeted cells, and it will destroy the tumor cells. So like that, so many applications are there. We are discussing all those things under this under this topic, nanorobotics in surgery and in nanosensors in diagnostics. For example, if suppose we want to fabricate a glucose sensor, so the size should be very small. Because of its smaller size, we can able to inject into our body, and we can continuously monitoring our blood glucose level. So we will discuss about all those things under this topic. And a neuroelectronic interface, there we are going to discuss about how the nanotechnology helps for paralyzed patients. So those who have suffered by some diseases, paralyzed attack, then they can't able to raise their hand and move their leg, like that may occur. So because of that, they can't able to pick anything where they need help from others. So to overcome this problem, they are using neuroelectronic interfaces. So will discuss about this under this topic, and the final one we will be having the therapeutic applications. For example, as I said, targeted drug delivery, especially for cancer cells. So many applications we are going to discuss under this topic, therapeutic applications. And in Unit 3, we are going to talk about the nanotechnology in chemical industry. So under this chemical industry, so many things we are going to discuss. First one is nanocatalyst. As you all know that the catalyst helps to speed up your chemical reactions. Here, nano-sized particles can be synthesized and it has to be added into your chemical reaction. So it will increase the speed of your chemical reactions. Likewise, the next topic is smart materials, which is very interesting topic in your syllabus. Smart materials. So we will be discuss about it. And so many structures are there, heterogeneous nanostructures and composite is also there. We will discuss about it. What are all the different nanostructures are there? What is the need for that? How it has to be synthesized? So many things we have discussed under this topic. And among those nanostructures, the mostly utilized nanostructures are quantum dots, nanorods, nanotubes. So these structures having a lot of applications in nanotechnology. So we will discuss about it, and we are talk about molecular encapsulations and its applications. And these zeolites, which is look like a silica. So the role of zeolites is very important. So we will discuss about it. And self-assembled nanoreactors. So how the likewise what nuclear fission fusion, here also nanoreactors are there. We will discuss about it. And in Unit 4, where we'll talk about the role of nanotechnology in agriculture and food technology. So as we all know that agriculture is the backbone of our country. The role of nanotechnology is also there, play a vital role in agriculture. So under this unit, we will talk about the introduction about nanotechnology in agriculture and precision farming. So in precision farming, the main aim of is small input and large output. So we will be injecting a small amount of fertilizer or pesticides. We will learn more crop. We will get more yield from that. So under this topic, we will be talk about it and smart delivery systems. So under this topic, we will talk about how we will be smart delivery. That is, if suppose how you are going to deliver a water to for the plant. For example, coconut tree requires a different amount of water. Likewise, palm tree requires a different amount of water, as well as different plants will require different amount of water. Based on this smart delivery, we can able to sense the required amount of quantity, and accordingly, it will be the water will be delivered to these crops or plants, etc. And under in insecticide using nanotechnology, we will discuss about what are all the natural available insecticides are there and how it plays a role to kill the insects. We will discuss about this. And in the potential of nanofertilizer, the impact of nanofertilizer, we will discuss about this topic. And the nanotechnology in food industries. Now we all know that we will be mostly using the packed food like Lays, so many things are there. So in order to make it as a packetized, what are the things we need to consider? So from industry point of view, what are the things we need to consider? Like this, we will discuss under this topic. And in Unit 5, we will talk about the role of nanotechnology in textile and cosmetics. In textile, the first thing we want to know about how the fiber has been fabricated. Once the fiber has been fabricated, um, then only we can able to synthesize so many cloths, so many different kind of wearing materials and decorating materials. So many materials we can able to fabricate. So that is why first topic we will do discuss about how the fiber nano fiber has been produced. So the electrospinning method we will be discussed. Based on that only we can able to fabricate a nano fiber, and how we are going to control the morphology which is present in the fibers. We will discuss about it. Then tissue engineering we will discuss. And when we talk about the fibers, two major cases there: natural fiber as well as synthetic fibers. So in first half we will talk about the natural fibers. In second half the days we will talk about the synthesized nanomaterials or synthesis synthetic nanofibers. So under this, we will talk about the polymer nanofibers and nylon 6 nanocomposites from polymerization. In second half of Unit 5, we will talk about the nano-filled polypropylene fibers, how this filler helps to make your clothes stain resistance. That is what we will discuss under this topic. And finally, how we are going to do the finishing of your cloth. We will discuss about it, how your cloth will be self cleaning, flame retardant finishes. So many things we will be consider discuss under this topic. And so many cosmetic applications we will be discussed, how we are going to form a gels, hair conditioner, shampoo, the role of nanotechnology in these cosmetics we will be discuss. Okay, thank you.